He's just so happy about it. I have seen this before. This is an oldie but a greatie. I got this squish a couple months ago because it looks exactly like Ferris. I've been trying to get a picture of them together, and I was finally able to do it tonight, and I'm dying. You really caught him by surprise. This woman was so nervous about flying. So the flight attendant explained every sound and bump, and even sat there holding her hand when it still got to be too much for her. I mean, that's very, very nice. Flight attendants definitely know that those freaky sounds are just the plane doing its thing. Thank goodness. Whenever the flight attendants are up and around, walking, giving us drinks and everything like that, even if it's super bumpy, dude, I know we're gonna be fine. I do not like flying, but those people are definitely a great sense of how safe you are. So I walked into the dentist this morning. My dentist asked me how my weekend was. I said, good, I watched Captain America last night, I really liked it. And my dentist says, oh, my son's in that movie. At first I thought he was joking, but then I realized, Dr. Robert Evans. I looked it up. My dentist is Captain America's dad. Okay, that's pretty sick though. What are the chances? Tell your son he's pretty cool. My 98-year-old grandma has been making me birthday cards for years. This one is the most plain of them all, but meant the most. Happy birthday, Elliot. You have blessed my life for 47 years. This will be my last time trying to write on a computer and doing it as my hands don't want to write, and my memory's going fast. But trying to do a birthday card for you, my dear precious Elliot. Love you so much, Grandma Rose. My mom always wanted to be an astronaut, and one year my dad surprised us all with a trip to Disney World. Except once we got there, he drove us to NASA, and he surprised my mom with front row seats to a rocket launch, with lunch, and a real astronaut. And she bawled from joy. Now that is sneaky sneaky. The best kind, of course. A friend's aunt gifted me her deceased father's car. If you think you can get it running, you can have it. Here's the before and after. Woo! Dang, that is a rough before. Oh my god, how in the hell did you do that? That right there? That is master level stuff. My daughter, Left, is the only female on her high school JV football team. Imagine our surprise to see another young lady on the opposing team at a recent game. So much respect for these girls. Wait, seriously? Damn, they must be pretty freaking good, dude. No, really, that is super cool to see that we're finally getting to this point, right? Anxious first post here. I got a job today. Well, this might not seem like much to others. I was once a guy who worked in IT and even helped NASA at one point. 7 years of not working, depression, and trauma. I'm starting my life over from scratch, and I'm damn proud of that. Hope you smile. Hell yeah, dude. Sometimes you gotta start somewhere else. Start fresh. I've had to do it many times. Nothing wrong with that at all. Actual photo of service dogs watching Billy Elliot the musical as part of their behaving in a theater training. My heart can't take it. I've never loved my physical appearance and looks. I just wanted one night to feel beautiful, and for once, my prom was the night. I loved the dress. I felt like a princess. I felt like I was beautiful. Thought I'd share this with you. You felt correct. You absolutely felt correct. I hope the night was fantastic. And trust me, you might have thought in the moment that it was just the one night. It's gonna be every night for you. Believe you me, it's every night. Even when you don't feel like it, it's every night. Miss Argentina and Miss Puerto Rico announced they're now married. The couple, Mariana Varela and Fabiola Valentin, kept their relationship a secret since meeting at the Miss Grand International 2020. How are we supposed to compete with a powerhouse like that, man? Can you imagine? They have a kid, they adopt a kid, you show up to the PTA and you're like, oh, now I just feel like I look terrible. LMAO, shout out to that one person that hears you when you're talking in a group and smiles and replies to you while no one else is even paying attention, so you don't feel like a complete waste of space. Ever since I noticed that I was the person, which caused me to talk louder and interrupt more, and I hate that that's what the cause was, I have been looking for this exact scenario and trying to be this person, paying attention to the end of that person's thought before someone else interjects, ultimately over the top of everyone else as much as they possibly can. I live in an apartment complex that has a bunch of little kids. During the original lockdowns, I would go outside to walk around and get out. And one day, one of the kids launched a soccer ball my direction, and without thinking, I headed the ball back to them and said something like, whoa, do it again, do it again. And I was hesitant at first because I'm bald, 31 years old, and with a large beard playing with a bunch of little kids. I told them, I'm not sure if your parents would want you playing with a stranger, but you guys have fun. I didn't realize that the mom was sitting with the window open watching them, and I hear her yell, please kick the ball around with them if you want to. I know you live across the hall and I see you all the time. I proceeded to play soccer with them for about 2 hours and had a blast. Now every Friday without fail, a group of kids knock on my door at 6 p.m. because they know I'm off work and want me to play some kind of game with them. We played freeze tag last Friday. It was dope. I cheated and climbed a tree so they couldn't get me. Makes me feel like a kid again, and it's truly a highlight to my week. The mom also brings me fresh homemade tamales at least every 2 weeks and refuses to let me pay for them. He's going to beat you someday. My 11-year-old son just discovered Tetris. Came home to him boasting about 15,000 points. Cracked my knuckles and played for the first time in 25 years. Dropped 73,000 points on his head. Now he's angrily muttering to himself, and I'm doing karate kicks on the front porch. You've created your first game villain. He's gonna whoop your ass so hard by the time he's 18. Oh, you'll wish you never started this. My son beat cancer, stage 4, and finally made it to Fenway. It was one of the best moments of my life, and one I didn't know I'd ever get to see. Damn. You know, I can't even imagine how good I can't imagine. I've never been in these situations. But these pictures can give me a little bit of insight into that good feeling. Ryan Reynolds replies, "It would make my dream come true if Ryan Reynolds got to see this post. I learned to do the splits just for this photo. Holy shit. Their name Jadiant? This made my year. Can't even describe what this post means to me. Also, I can do the splits, but only once a year, and it has to be in the lobby of a hospital." Oh, fantastic. I am user MiracleMan31, and I can finally stand with no hands. Hell yes, physical therapy is a goddamn miracle. And for all the horrifying things I've heard about how difficult this type of thing is to do, no hands, dude. For where you are now, soon you'll be doing flips. I don't have anywhere else to post this, but I'm proud of myself for taking the first step towards fitness. 2.5 miles, 200 calories. With smiles all the way, man. So yesterday, I gave my number to a cute guy in the dining hall. "Hey, this is Derek from where? I wanted to say I respect your confidence to be able to come up to me and give me your number. You're very pretty. Unfortunately, I am gay, but I'm an identical twin, and he's straight. So if you'd like his number or Snapchat, oh my Lanta. Honestly, that works out. Yes, please." That's pretty goddamn amazing. That sounds like a rom-com plot, right? Brazilian priest, someone I'm not going to butcher name-wise, from the Diocese of Cararu? Sorry, I'm just bad with pronunciations. I see a lot of new words here, okay? Takes abandoned dogs off of the streets, feeds them, bathes them, and then presents a dog to each mass to be adopted. Dozens of stray dogs already have a home thanks to the priest. That's a really smart idea. My boyfriend of over 10 years still surprises me with setting up a cozy bath whenever I'm stressed. I just came home to this tonight. God. I always forget about baths. I've been showering so long I forget that that's a thing. My 15-year-old daughter has a friend over, and suddenly my 13-year-old son wants to walk around curling dumbbells. It's time. The Japanese disaster team arrived in Turkey. Damn, wait, when was this? I must have missed out on a major world event. San Angelo, Texas Roadhouse hires deaf server. What a great way to accommodate those with disabilities. Go support Mario if you're in the area. Let's see here. Right, howdy, my name is Mario. I'm deaf. I'll be taking care of you today. To communicate with me, feel free to use a dry erase marker on the menu or speak slowly so I can read your lips. Just telling you now, if any Karens show up and they get this server and they get pissy, don't ever come back to this place, please. Patience is a virtue. Have it. I'm here with your order. Take it with you, bro, and enjoy the lunch. I forgot to change my address, and I'm currently in Maryland. Okay, thanks. I wanted to thank you again. It's my brother's birthday today, and he's laid to rest not far from where you had me take his delivery. So I'm having lunch with him today because of you. You have no idea how much that means to me, and I truly appreciate it. The girl I have a crush on asked me out on a date. My dreams have come true. Hey, Will, are you free on Saturday? Yep, got nothing planned. Okay, cool. Would you want to go on a hike? I'd love to. By the way, sure it's not too cold that day? Cold won't bother me, but I don't know if it'll bother you. I got warm clothes. Maybe we could grab some dinner after the hike? Yep, okay. I'll pick you up at 11 a.m. Saturday. Sounds great. So this is a date, right? Making sure I'm not reading this wrong? Yep, it's a date. Okay, cool. See you then. See how simple this can be? Fans didn't forget them. This one I have seen a good few times. 2016 always guts me, but 2020 does make me feel better. Not because I know you're gonna make jokes, not because she is gone too, but just look at them. No one forgot them. I can't even imagine how long they'd been going for this type of treatment here, you know? These are Ukrainian refugees after cleaning up a park in Poland as a thank you for hosting them. They're organizing these things all over Poland now. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. I'm happy for this man. Me too. You know, it may seem weird, and I'm sure some people are getting kind of fatigued or were getting kind of fatigued with the Renaissance, as people were calling it, but I am so goddamn happy that a man who was treated so poorly for so long by the industry he made his career in, I'm so happy to see him get a super comeback. However you feel about the Oscars, I was rooting for him the entire time, and I'm so glad it went to him. My dad raised 3 daughters, but always wanted a son. Now, he has 3. My cat and I are both 22. Every time I left for college, I would say goodbye not knowing if he would still be around when I got back. I graduate next weekend. He made it. I love you, Yellow. 22! The old boy hung on just to see you succeed. And if he's still around today, Yellow, you rock. A Redditor who saw my post about insurance turning me down for a prosthetic finger messaged me a few weeks ago saying he would try to make one. I got the prototype in the mail today. He asked nothing in return. Look at this. 3D printing is incredible, because I'm pretty sure that's how this was made. Probably a 3D print of some sort, various parts and pieces, and insurance still gets to say no, because whoever's manufacturing the quote-unquote real ones gets to charge whatever the they want. I'm not sure how long this took. This is just, as you said, a prototype, but so awesome. Look at what we can do. Thanks to internet popularity, the kid from the Successful Kid meme made enough money to fund his dad's kidney transplant. I hate that you have to make enough money to do these things, but it's great that he was able to take something like that and turn it into something so helpful. For years, I've been booking hotels with the extra note request option filled in of, please put a picture of Brendan Fraser from the 1999 movie The Mummy in my room. You guys, it finally happened. Thank you, Doubletree Phoenix, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I hope you stole that, man. Japanese fan tried to talk in Portuguese, and the crowd laughed. Ronaldo stood up for him, saying, you should be happy because he's trying very hard. It's good. Yeah, I can't even imagine having, Japanese be your native language and then trying to be able to speak Portuguese, which is so vastly different. Like, I can definitely understand how hard it is to try and learn English. I've tried to learn Japanese. I've tried to learn Spanish. Dude, it's really difficult. So the fact that people continue to laugh and demean folks that are trying to learn and get better at something, it's bullshit. It's sad, and it's very telling of the type of person you are. Knock it off. But Ronaldo, true G here for that. An effective strategy at any age. My girlfriend said, is there basketball on? And then put the game on and walked away. 2 hours later, I'm like, what is she doing? She's napping. She turned it on to keep me occupied like a toddler. And it worked. Why shouldn't it? It's something you like. It gets her something she needs. Not a big deal, dude. I know you're not making it out to be one. I just think it's fun. Yeah, it's cute. Moved to Japan. Met my neighbor. I can't speak English. Thank you for the present. My name is Hiroshi Yamashita. I'm 52 years old. The divorce and I live alone. The divorcee? Is that what I'm saying? You can use it if you like. You can use it if you like. Anyway, I'm stuffed and toilet paper. Do you have Navy? Yes or no? Please tell me your child's name. Thank you for your friend operation. There are 2 types of people, or rather 2 types of experiences that I've seen when people move to Japan, right? This is obviously the better one. I follow a channel called Dave Bull, who's a Canadian who moved to Japan like 30 some odd years ago, 40 years ago at this point. And he had this exact experience when moving in. There is a really cool sense of community over there. Over here, neighbors just feel like they have to naturally hate each other, which is weird. I mean, a sense of community is stronger in some places than in others. It just... This makes me happy. It's good to see people being friendly with each other.